everybody! Welcome, welcome! I'm just chucking snowballs at Ladonia because she's not paying attention. We're actually on the buttons for the first time in what? Almost a month?
Yeah.
So, yay!
It's a Starlight miracle.
Yes, it is! And we're just in time to do the Starlight Festival! Yay! Ain't that right? Psst, you're lying. Okay.
What was this?
So, we ready for some Starlight cheer?
Maybe?
Come on, let's hear some cheer. That's a weak cheer.
A very Yeti Starlight. It's that special time of year when the streets light up for the Starlight celebration. Amgranji is busy readying the festivities at Mi Ketu's amphitheater and may just have a special task for you.
Ooh, special. Well, if it isn't my favorite adventurers, I hope you haven't forgotten about me since the last we met. You'll be lending a hand with the festivities again this year, won't you? Because I could certainly use your help.
I understand that's a regular thing with you.
Yeah, unfortunately it is. You see, I have something of a beast problem. Nothing dangerous, I assure you, but it's not exactly my area of expertise, and I imagine a seasoned veteran such as yourself, with all your experience dealing with Eorzea's most exotic fauna, would be better suited for the task. Coming out, Rudy! Oh dear God, he's adorable. Oh dear. In more ways than one.
Yes.
This little fellow is Rudy. At least, that's what I've been calling him. He appeared all of a sudden as I was making my usual preparations, and now he doesn't seem to want to leave. I was wary at first, but he hasn't tried to cause any trouble. I dare say he's even better behaved than some of my little helpers. I've grown so fond of him, I just couldn't resist making him a little costume. Doesn't he look adorable in it? Yes, he does.
Yep.
The only problem is that it's as if he's trying to tell me something. It seems terribly important to him, but for the life of me, I cannot figure out what it might be. I don't suppose there's anything you might be able to help with, is there?
Yep.
Forgive me. I know I'm asking the nigh impossible. After all, it's not as if an adventurer like yourself has the ability to communicate with beasts. Oh, whatever am I to do?
It looks like you could use some help, my dear.
Eh?
Yeah, because this makes so much more sense.
Wait, did that squirrel just speak? By the 12, a talking squirrel!
Yes. The reactions never fail to amuse. Yes, I can understand and speak your language just fine. For you see, I am what is known as an auspice, a beast proficient in the tongues of man. If you've traveled to the Far East, you may have encountered others of my kind.
Unfortunately, we haven't made it out of Eorzea yet, so that would be a solid no.
Rather resounding no. But allow me to introduce myself. I am Risai, a wanderer who goes wherever duty, sentiment, and the sweet smell of delectable desserts take me. A meeting with an old friend is what called me to Eorzea, but your festivities piqued my interest. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation, and it struck me that I just might be of service.
With Rudy? You can understand him?
Would be a sad excuse for an auspice if I could not. So, allow me to provide some enlightenment. It seems your furry little friend would entreat a favor of you. To wit, he is troubled by the fact that he's a bit of a runt compared to his brothers. They hardly even treat him like a real yeti, making fun of him for the tiny snowballs he makes.
Snowballs? Indeed, I have heard that Yetis incapacitate and capture their prey by blowing frosty balls of snow and ice.
Yep. Your friend would politely point out that this is not true of all Yetis. Rudy and his kin live peacefully deep in the mountains, a far cry from the savage beasts that roam Corythus. They vie for supremacy among themselves, not through violence, by competing, but by competing to see who can build the biggest snowballs. Rudy was practicing making snowballs in secret to prove himself when he fell from a small precipice and got himself lost. He wandered the forest aimlessly for days, and had just about given up all hope when a white-haired fellow found and rescued him. The kindly fellow in question was none other than the Saint of Nymea, he says. Saved our poor Rudy before gallivanting off to the Starlight celebration. Rudy, alas, didn't even get a chance to thank him. So now he wishes to find the saint and properly express his gratitude.
What a touching story. Truly a starlight miracle, and I do very much wish I could help, but... I'm sorry, Rudy. I fear I haven't a clue of where the saint is right now. He never sticks to one place for too long, you see. Always busy delivering gifts to children all over the realm.
Yep.
The best way to show thanks would to pay his kindness forward.
Adventurer's Creed all the way.
Yes, pay it forward. That's right. You can be one of his little helpers and bring joys to all the young ones for the Starlight celebration. Why, if you're lucky, you might even be able to meet him again.
Yep. Rudy says he would be happy to help. As for that matter, would I. At the very least, I can avail you as an interpreter. You'll be lending a hand too, won't you?
I suppose?
I think we're being dragooned into service by a squirrel.
Well, you're being dragooned, I'm being ninja'd.
More black maged.
I understand that this is all rather sudden, but please tell me you'll agree. I'm sure it would mean the world to Rudy.
Splendid. Now, let us come up with a plan for getting this little one involved in the festivities.
I leave Rudy in your capable hands. I do wish I could go with you, but my duties as head celebrant prevent me from leaving my post for too long. So off to talk to Rudy! Ain't that right, Inspector Puddles? Ooh, I think he's excited.
Why wouldn't he be?
It is Starlight, after all.
Yep. I thank you again for your aid. Now, there must be something special Rudy can do for the children this Starlight season. Now, what could that be? Might you have any ideas? Yep. What's that you say? The snowballs you make are so tiny that no one would ever want them? Do not be so hard on yourself, my little friend. Clearly, Your talents simply lie elsewhere, and it is our job to help you find them. Perhaps you could join the choir, for example. Can you sing? Let's hear it. Yep. Thank you, Rudy. That was most unique. Unfortunately, perhaps it's not the best fit for singing Starlight carols. There must be something we can do. I would hear your thoughts, adventurers.
We could compose a carol better suited to his voice. He could make snowballs for the snowball fight. Or snowball-themed gifts should do the trick. I like gifts. What do you?
Gifts might work. He can he can gift giant miniature snowballs.
Are they Belgian giant miniature snowballs?
Mm-hmm. The biggest there are. Snowball themed gifts. Why, by the gods, I think you might be onto something. That reminds me. What do you think of these, pray tell? I picked them up in Nolda. They're some kind of traditional confection, but they look rather snow-polished, don't they? Perhaps we could make something similar for the festival goers to nibble on. Yep. That's right, Rudy. This is your chance to prove yourself once and for all. You're going to make the loveliest, most scrumptious snowball treats any Yeti ever has. We'll be with you every step of the way. You just need to have faith in yourself. Yep. Well, if it's sweets we're making, I know just the person to help. Mother Mione at the Coraline Canopy. I'm staying at a room there, and I must say I found her confections to be second to none. Shall we then?
He is a good cook. And a baker. Shall we?
Yeah, I'm just wondering about the in-room being rented out by a squirrel.
Well, he is an auspice, and let's be honest, we've seen Stranger Things at this point.
You sure?
They're only gonna get weirder.
Nah. How weird can it get? I mean, it's not like we're gonna run into talking turtles or anything.
That was bad.
What?
You realize how bad that was.
What?
Okay, Risai. As I somehow managed... Oh, wait, there's Rudy here, too.
Rudy.
I couldn't see him through all the adventurers!
Yeah. Yep. Mother Mione, there is something my friends and I would discuss with you. Yep.
Quite a motley bunch, I see. What brings you all here?
And by the way, hi Octi, good to see you.
Hello, everyone else! Sorry, we're deep in
Yes.
story. We get distracted easily.
Yes.
I see. In that case, you've come at the perfect time. I believe you know a way that might work for both our favors. I'm in the midst of preparing Starlight gift boxes for the children at Bent Branch Meadows. Exotic snow-themed sweets that would be most welcome addition.
Then furnish you with said sweets we shall. That is, once we figure out precisely how we're going to make them.
You leave that to me. I have been working on a recipe before you know it. In the meantime, might I ask you pick up some ingredients that we'll need in advance? I'll put it all on my tab so you can simply pick up everything and bring it back here.
It would be our pleasure. And don't worry, Rudy, our adventurer friend and I will handle the transactions. Yep. You do the shopping all by yourself, you say? Ladonia and Rena need only stand back and watch? if you insist.
What an eager little helper your friend is. Here, I've made a list of everything we need. Simply show this to the shopkeepers and they'll take care of you. The flour you can produce over at the Whistling Miller, and the oil over at the Botanist Guild. Do try and stay warm out there, okay?
And with that, let us be off. First stop, the Whistling Miller. With us, Rudy. Yep.
And off to the Whistling Miller! Do you remember where the Whistling Miller is?
Kinda.
Maybe?
Maybe if you whistle a few bars, I'll pick it up.
What is that troubled adventurer? I don't remember him here before.
Where is this? Not someone I can see.
Oh, right. He's connected to retainers. And I went ahead and got a retainer because I wanted to throw something up on the market board.
Aha.
But I was like, wait, who's he? What he's doing here? Oh, right, that.
Yes, that. Lots of that.
And off to the Whistling Miller. And there's the Whistling Miller. I forgot there's all these little cubbyhole shops in Gridania that no one ever uses.
Yeah.
Whistling Miller clerk.
Is that a baby Yeti?
Why, yes it is. How nice of you to notice. Rusai?
So Rudy hands over this list of ingredients from Mione, and the shopkeeper gives us what we need free of charge. This should be simple enough. Yep. Is that a baby Yeti? And why is it dressed as one of Saint of Nymea's helpers? Yep. A letter from Mother Mione. Let's see here. Now I see. You're running an errand for the Curling Canopy. Well, I can certainly help with that. Give me just a moment, and I'll fetch you your flour. Here you are. This should be enough to last Mione for a while. Don't work yourself too hard now. Yep. Well, would you look at that? It would seem our friend Rudy is a natural at this. I dare say it couldn't have gone any smoother if we did it ourselves. Now, to the Botanist Guild for some oil. Off we go.
People around here are just so trusting.
That little Yeti is a friend of yours, I take it. Either event, please send Mother Mione my regards.
Can do.
You just don't want to get on the bad side of Mione.
No, you do not. She is the head of the Adventurers Guild in Gridania for a reason. Sorry, I keep running ahead of you. There's nothing I can do about it, though.
Yes, there is.
Sandry?
Am I going daft after? Did I just see a baby Yeti dressed as one of the Saints' little helpers looking this way?
Yes, you did.
Oh, damn it. You get to do recite.
All we need now is the frying oil. With any luck, it'll go smoothly as last time.
Yep. Ah, be gone! on, foul beast! Back to the forest with you! Yep, yep. Oh dear, it seems our little friend is in something of a pickle. We could go to his aid, but let us wait a bit still. It would give the lad more confidence if he was able to overcome the predicament himself. It won't wave. Oh, what to do? I'd rather not involve the wood whalers. Yep, 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 yep! A note. Could it be that you're here on an errand of sorts? I'll be. Cooking ingredients for Mione. Here I thought you some savage beast who'd wandered in here to cause trouble. If frying oil is all you need, I'd be happy to oblige. Just a moment. Careful now, it's heavy. And do take care on your way back to the canopy, yes? Yep. Well, would you look at that? Rudy managed fine on his own after all. And now that we have everything we need, let's head back to the Curline canopy and get all this to Mother Mione. A baby Yeti on a shopping errand. Yes, I do believe I've seen everything. Give my best to Mione, would you?
Yeah. At some point, after seeing everything, you just kind of stand there and accept it all. I don't know. Maybe these Hures and Elizand have this thing. They can seem to run faster when their feet are flat.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm running faster than you, and I've got flat feet. Really flat feet.
Well, that's your problem. Maybe ask the Saint of Nymea for proper urge support.
Trying to ignore all these blue bangs. Easier said than done. I mean, it's crying out to me in that beautiful blue and gold. Hello, Risai.
No. Ow. Venture threw himself in front of my mouse. He had us worried for a minute, but Rudy did a fine job. Why, we may as well not have been there at all. Yep, yep, yep.
Good to see you back safe and sound. And just look at how well you performed your errand. You really are a wonderful little helper. And with that, we have everything we need to make sweet starlight treats for the children. It'll take me a little while to prepare. How about a cup of piping hot tea while you wait?
Sounds wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
That would be splendid, Mother Mione. Though I dare say it might make me crave for a little something sweet to go with it. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. Amazing. I expected nothing less from you, Mione. Truly, your confections are simply to die for. Yeah, darn it.
You flatter me, Rasai. Incidentally, you might be interested to hear that this is a traditional dessert called a schneeballs, named after an old Hillsgard word meaning snowballs. A perfect fit for a Yeti, wouldn't you say?
Oh ho! So it was no mere coincidence that they look like little snowballs. Yep. You know, Rudy, you shouldn't let yourself be discouraged by what your siblings might say of you. There's no shame in being different from everyone else. After all, just look at me. I'm hardly like all the other squirrels out there, and do I let it bother me? No, not at all. We should be proud of what sets us apart from others, not ashamed. Yep.
Once we finish making these, my gift boxes will be ready for delivery to Bent Branch Meadows. Speaking of which, would you like to help in handing them out? There's no better reward for a work than watching the children's faces light up with joy. Don't worry, you won't have to do all the work. I'll be asking the Starlight Celebrants to assist as well. Well, what do you say?
Yep. Rudy says he'd love to, and would most appreciate if you would join us. You'll do this for him, yes?
Oh, in for a gill, in for a pawns.
Mm-mm.
You have my thanks. We'll make a few more batches of these and pack them up for the gift boxes for you. Garanji will be able to tell you what to do from there.
Duly noted. Thank you for everything, Mione. Yep.
Not quite, Foxfire. In this case, the Hellsguard is one of the two playable tribes of Rogadens.
Yes.
Rogadens.
Yes.
I say Rogadens. The game says Rogadens. I think Rogadens sounds better.
Yes.
Welcome to English, where you can mispronounce everything and have it be correct. Or would that be common? I don't think there's technically a true common in this game. Eorzean?
They don't really go into languages much.
They kind of hand wave it, and part of it's that you're the warrior of light. You can understand everybody, and they can understand you. Deal with it. Okay.
With great
Rudy?
power comes great facility with languages. Yep.
Reside? If we can get around all these adventurers.
Mione's sweets are positively divine. I simply must bring some back for my friends in the East.
Welcome back. I trust everything is well with our newest little helper. Rudy and the two of you are helping Mother Mione make snowball-shaped confections? What a splendid idea! The children will be delighted, I am sure. Well done, Rudy. I'm so proud of how far you've come.
Yep. We would also like to assist in the handing out of presents at Bent Branch Meadows, if we may.
Of course! I wouldn't want you to miss out on the joy of delivering these goodies and seeing the children's smiling faces. Please don't go anywhere just yet, Rena, Ladonia. There's more I'd like to discuss before we set you off to deliver the gifts to the children. Rudy?
Yep, yep.
Good night, Battle Axe. Thanks for joining us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh yeah, have fun with that tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
As one of the Saint's little helpers, it's Rudy's job to bring presents to the children and put smiles on their faces, and it's our job to help him. Time to shine. That is a big pile.
Mm-hmm.
And Garanji knows just what you and your friends can do to put smiles on the children's faces.
Well, I do believe it's time to deliver the presents to the children. You're still willing to help out, yes?
It would be our pleasure, Rudy's most of all, and we'll be there to support him all along the way.
Excellent. On to business then. My fellow celebrants, Banefeld has been placed in charge of this task. Seek him out at the Bent Branch Meadows, and he'll tell you everything you need to know. All right, off to Bent Branch Meadows we go. Zoom.
Come on.
Zoom? No zoom? Zoom, zoom.
Zoom. Didn't want to select it first.
Aww. And I did not. Okay, you did go through correctly. Yay!
Oh yeah.
Had to double check.
Mm-hmm.
I need to remember, don't put on the afterburners.
Yeah.
Or else I'll clip ya.
Something like that.
Then Spent Branch Meadows is just a little bit of ways.
I was gonna say. You can fly, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly.
Something like that. Here we go. Hello, Baneford. But first, Rudy. Though we all know what he's gonna say.
Yep, yep. I say, does Rudy not look a bit distressed to you? Can't say I blame him, of course. Being one of the Saint's helpers is a lot of pressure for a little Yeti.
It's a lot of pressure for a little squirrel, too.
About time you showed up. I mentioned you might be helping out, and believe me, we can use all the help we can get. Then you will have ours. My Yeti friend, Rudy, Lodonia, Rena, and I, Risai, are more than happy to aid. Though I must say, Mother Mione truly outdid herself this time. Just look at all these presents! Might I suggest that we split the duties, that we might deliver them to the children in a more efficient manner? Lodonia, Rena, why don't you take a batch and go with Rudy? Meanwhile, I'll get started from the opposite side. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, 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 yep. Dear me, Rudy's so raring to go that it might be best to stand aside a bit and leave him to it. It would do wonders for his confidence, and I'm sure the children would delight in getting a gift from a seasonally fitting snow creature.
And off they go.
Mm-hmm.
Baneford?
Second.
Bane failed.
Yes. These treats you brought us are simply scrumptious. Bite-sized with a crispy crunch and just the right amount of sweetness. Just keep an eye on me or I'll eat the lot.
No, no, no. Don't you touch those before we get back, because I want my share.
You want to eat the lot.
Yes! How'd you know?
Because I think it's a common theme at the moment.
Just a little. Bashful boy?
I want a present too, but that man standing in front of them looks like he could eat me.
Ah, Biffeld's not that bad. I'm hungry. I hope our presents come soon so I can go home and eat.
Yep. But please eat me. Yep.
A present? For us? Why, you must be one of the saint's little helpers.
Emphasis on little. Rudy presents the gifts with as much of a flourish as his tiny arms can muster.
Woohoo! Wow, these look absolutely delicious. And I was just thinking about how hungry I was. Lucky me!
These are safe to eat. I suppose they must be, or that adventurer would do something about it. Anyhow, thank you.
Thank you, fluffy little helper. We'll be sure not to eat them all at once.
Yep.
Just the...
These little snowballs are so sweet and crunchy. Thank you, little helpers.
These are so tasty. Better than anything my mum could make. But are they
Don't
more
let her hear
tasty
that.
than something Carduin can make? The plot thickens. Oh, we need to go this way. Speaking of which, Carradine has not had a cooking stream in some time. I know he's been busy, but... I want to go into the city and see the Saint of Daimia, but Mother told me it's too dangerous to go alone. Doesn't she realize I'm not a baby anymore?
All I got for Starlight last year is a tattered hand-me-down hat. Then again, I suppose I should be grateful I got anything at all. Yep. Monster, you, adventurer, do something!
Wait, I think it's holding something. What have you got there, little friend? Are those presents for us?
Yep. Rudy presents the gifts with remarkable aplomb. Snowballs made of sugar? Never seen anything like these before.
They look so good, and I'm going to tell my friends I got them from the cutest saint's helper of them all.
They smell delicious. Thank you very much for the gift, little helper. And you too, Mrs. Adventurers. Yep.
I can't believe I got to meet one of the saint's little helpers, and he was so fluffy.
The snowball sweets are so good.
Yeah, but in the middle of Grandania, you don't exactly expect to see a baby Yeti.
Yeti. Yeah. Or any kind of Yeti.
I mean, that's more of a Corythus thing.
Corythus. Yes,
Corythus.
behold, Rudy, the children simply adore the gifts you gave them. You should be proud of yourselves. Your snowball streets are the talk of the town, and not just among the wee ones. You brought us all a Starlight Miracle this year. What the? Yetis! Yetis in the ranch! Take cover at once! Trouble at the south gate?
We're adventurers. We're on it.
Yep, those are Yetis. Well, the Seven Hells is going on. I know not from where, but a pair of the most fearsome Yetis just stormed through the gate. Arrgh. Yep. Oh. Oh dear. Yes, I see. Lend me your ears, friends. There is no need to panic. Our large friends here haven't come to attack us. They are simply Rudy's siblings come to take their little brother home. You're a lucky little Yeti to have such a good family worrying after you, Rudy. Or even if they do look like they're about to pummel you. I cannot deny they are somewhat disgruntled. They disapprove of the fact that Rudy allowed himself to be captured so easily. Captured? Think he can't fend for himself, do they? Yep.
Tell him that's not what happened.
Yeah, giving them what for not the best. Yep. Rawr. Yep. Rawr. Yep. Well, what are they saying? Did they sort it out? Oh, I'd say our little friend Rudy corrected them in scathing terms.
Language
He
compaction.
Yes, it's a very, very compact language. He told them of the delicious snowball treats we made together and how the children's faces lit up when we gave them their presents. He further added that he may be small, but he's proud as can be of what he accomplished and shan't let anyone belittle him anymore. Yep. Say, Rudy, how about letting your brothers try your snowballs? A taste is worth 1,000 words after all. That is an amazingly compact language. Nothing like sharing tasty treats to bring a family together. Well, isn't that nice of them? Rudy's brothers just apologized for how they've treated Rudy all this time. They said they're proud to call him a brother and that he is more than welcome to join in their snowball fights from now on. Yeah, that's a very compact language. Yep. They've got to be overheating. Who you want first?
Rasai.
Rudy's brothers have finally accepted him for who he is. Turns out all he needed was a little help and support. Isn't that right, Rena? Ladonia?
That's right. Bainfeld?
Perhaps little Rudy had even more support than we thought. It's the damnedest thing, but I just can't shake the feeling that there's someone else watching over us.
Is possible?
Yep. Rudy says that he intends to return with his brothers to their mountain home, and that he so very much enjoyed his time with us. Only wishes he could have properly thanked the Saint of Nymea before he left. I wouldn't worry about that. I reckon the Saint Heredia clear as can be. Look, this was sent by those tasty morsels you made. It's a letter from you-know-who. Dear Rudy, your delightful little snowball treat simply sparkled with festive starlight spirit. I dare say you're the finest of all my helpers this season. Ho, ho, ho. Do you hear that, Rudy? It would seem the Saint was watching you work the whole time. Yep. Yep. Oh, Rudy, of course we will miss you too. Adonia, Rena, Rudy says that were it not for us, he never would have realized what he was capable of, or found the confidence to stand up to his brothers. He says that everyone he met here was so incredibly kind that he was able to make the best snowballs he's ever made. And finally, he says thank you, Rena, Ladonia, for making this such a miraculous, memorable experience, one he shall cherish for the rest of his life. Yep. Fare thee well, Rudy, and promise you'll come back to see your friends again someday, yes? Back home you go, then. Take care of yourself out there.
Inspector Puddle says bye too!
It'll be lonely here without the little guy. Worry not, my friends. Your paths may very well cross again someday. After all, we never know what fate has in store for us. And with that, we had best return and report to Angaranji. I suspect she'll be thrilled, if sad to hear that Rudy has gone away home.
Will you two quit it?
No.
No, they're not. Jeez.
Get a room, you two.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, yes. Always.
It's hilarious. We come out of cutscene and Tay's there with Paz, and all three of them are at it.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Okay, you're excused.
Time to go talk to our friendly celebrant Makote.
Mm-hmm.
Did I clip you?
You started to.
Sorry. Excuse me. It's been coffee all day and it's kind of driving me nuts.
Meow.
No one's fault.
Meow.
Masai?
Oh.
Oh, you clicked
Missed
in.
him there.
Yeah, he's kind of small and easy to miss. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go on, Rena and Ladonia. Tell her everything that happened with Rudy. All done handing out your presents, are you? Thank you very much. And good work, Wait, where'd Rudy go off to? Home with his brothers? But I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. Oh, to ruffle his fluffy fur one last time.
You were quite fond of the little fellow, weren't you?
Of course. Who wouldn't get attached to that adorable pouty little face? But if he's happy now, that's all that matters. Allow me to thank you both once more. Not just for helping with the festivities, but for everything you did for Rudy as well. You helped him find the confidence he needs to make his siblings accept him. Well, if Rudy's exploit don't fill you with the spirit of starlight, I dare say nothing will. As a matter of fact, I find myself feeling more enthusiastic about the celebration than ever. As head celebrant, I will do all in my power to spread smiles and joy with as much passion as Rudy did.
I, too, very much enjoyed the time we spent together. Truly, it was full of new experience to look back upon fondly. Isn't that so, Ladonia? Rena? Yet I fear the time has come for us to part ways. After all, I have lands to traverse, people to meet, and sweets to eat. I very much hope to see you again someday. And who's to say? Should you ever find yourself in a pinch with a beast again, I may very well appear to lend an ear. Farewell.
Farewell, little guy. Thank you, truly. I know it isn't much, but please take this as a humble token of my appreciation. It's not more prisms, right?
Always more prisms.
And believe it or not, the saint himself has expressed an interest in meeting you. No doubt he wishes to thank you in person. Whenever you have a moment, pray say the word.
Friend to the furry.
Mm-hmm. And we get not one, but 2 minions. Wind up Rudy?
Eager to help, though perhaps not suited to guiding sleighs.
And the Squirrel Emperor!
At once more powerful and adorable than a certain Simian king. And minion guide.
There's Rudy.
Wind up Rudy. Having served dutifully as one of the saint's little helpers, Rudy returned to his home deep in the mountains. But thanks to a starlight miracle, a wandering saint succeeded in recreating a minion of the fellow so lifelike it breathes. Why, it's a starlight miracle.
And Squirrel Emperor.
Fond of mortal children, the Auspice Risai once transformed himself into a learned man and taught the young ones their letters. Like the real Auspice, this self-created avatar goes wherever the winds of philanthropy and delicious sweets blow. Thanks to predation by other rodents, only the fittest and most vicious of squirrels survive to adulthood.
So, guys, which minion should I trade out?
Oh, keep out, Inspector Puddles.
No, we got a new minion. We got 2 of them. Yes, Foxfire. Yes, we are. So, should I have the Squirrel Emperor out, or should I get Wind Up Rudy out? Inquisitive
Maybe Rudy
buns.
until the Starlight season's over.
Wait, I'm surprised they actually called him Squirrel, because squirrels in this game are a completely different model set. And normally he's referred to as a nutkin.
Yes. Yes, Rudy is.
Hello, Rudy. Come on, Rudy. Come this way. There you go, Rudy. Give him a good pet. How about a poke? Of course, I don't have the Mammoteer titles, so... Will he respond to a handover? Nope. He's just standing there, being cute and fluffy.
And breathing.
Okay, Garanji, what do you have us do next?
Saintly inspiration. A certain esteemed personage would speak to you immediately, and Amgaranji is ready to introduce you.
It is strange that I got so attached to Rudy in such a short time. Either way, I only hope we can meet him again someday. But this is not the time to get all sentimental. I have work to do, and remember, the Saint of Nymea wishes to have a word with you if you've the time to spare. He didn't mention exactly what he wants, but he was the most insistent that you come along. Whatever do you think it could be? I don't know. The Saint of Nymea scares me.
Just a little.
He might make us pull out salamander oil and massage him.
Please don't bring that up. Ho ho ho! Thank you for joining me, my adventuring friend. As no doubt you know, I am the Saint of Nymea, bringer of gifts and joy to children all across the realm. Amgaranji has told me all about your exploits this Starlight season, and I simply had to express my gratitude in person. Truth be told, I was observing you the whole time from a distance. Why, I almost wish I could have joined you myself, but it is my policy to stay out of the spotlight, or the Starlight, as it were. Besides, you and your furry friends are having such a jolly time that I couldn't bring myself to intrude. Watching Rudy help make those delightful snowball treats and grow into a confident little helper was a wonder to behold, a true Starlight miracle. Which brings me to my request. I was hoping you might inspire me the same way you did young Rudy. For you see, as much as it pains me to admit this, I find myself at a loss for new gift ideas this year. If you don't mind, I was hoping we might spend a little time together. Just the three of us. What do you say, friend?
I noticed you stuttered at missing my sister.
Hush.
And what would we do?
I just want a taste of that inspiration of yours. Yes, I'm sure some quality time with you is precisely what I need to rekindle my creative spirit. Ho ho ho! No need to look so alarmed. I won't ask much of you. I would simply have you accompany me on a little stroll. The decorations are most lovely after all. Why not take in the festive atmosphere together? We can amble about Old Gridania and make our way to Nofika's altar. There are a few spots in particular I'd like to take in with you along the way. Just one would be plenty if you have other places to be, though if you can spare the time. I would love to see 3! And with that, let us be off! Ho ho ho! Ready? Then let us enjoy ourselves a most inspiring stroll. And now the advertisement for part of the new engine stuff of Endwalker.
Yes. Speak with the Saint. Excuse me.
What a lovely season for a stroll. I'm sure you agree, yes? There's no better way to stimulate the senses, particularly when I'm joined by an inspiring presence like yours, my friend. Ho ho ho!
You keep telling yourself that. Well,
You
I
will.
hope you have
Trust me,
fleet feet.
you will.
Because, I'm Ninja. Whee! Ninjas go zoom. And unfortunately, they took the zoom away from monks.
Really?
Monks no longer have fists of wind. All their
Right,
stances
yes.
are gone.
Yeah. Just as they are introducing a bunch of movement-type actions to all the jobs, they take away that one from Monk.
Yes.
Highly ironic.
We're gonna start with this one.
Yep. The one to get. But of course, if the perfect gift is to be found, what better place to search for it than a marketplace chock full of the finest wares? By all means, let us have a look around. Out of curiosity, what manner of purchase is it that usually inspires you to come to these markets? Arms and armor, perhaps? Or foodstuffs? Something more ornamental. Do tell me if anything has caught your eye. Used to be belts.
It used to be belts. Look. Belts that they have since removed from the game.
Belts. Yes, those fabled objects that were said to have once held up many an adventurer's pantaloons. Yet, it's strange. I try to recall what they looked like. I see them only in silhouette, as if they stood betwixt me and a blinding glare. Well, there are certainly plenty of wonderful items from which to draw inspiration. As always, your perspective has proved most enlightening, my friend.
The shade! Oh my god, the shade!
Yes. Yeah. A wonderful little lampshade. Or big lampshade.
Mm-hmm.
Belt-shaped lampshade.
I'm sorry, that was a not miss one.
Yes. Oh, yes it was.
I almost died when Theron got that the other night. Oh my god.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
Oh, good.
You coming along there? Haven't twisted an ankle yet, have you?
No. I do not twist ankles. Mostly.
You will if you ever play Reaper. Uh-oh. I think I just
But
clipped
I do
you.
clip.
Yes, you did clip. Sorry. Speak about Akalo Falls.
Epkalu Falls. Oh, such a lovely, tranquil place, yes. Just gazing out upon the dancing water gets my juices flowing. I'm all but certain that inspiration will strike me any moment now. Yes, I can feel it coming. Almost there. Or perhaps not. I was certain I had something for a moment there, but it seems to have eluded me. No matter, my mind is now clear and ready to be filled with new ideas. I must say, spending time with you has been every bit as stimulating as I expected.
Did we only do 2?
That is our second.
Okay.
You only have to do 1.
That's right. No, when they did the animations for Reaper, if you have your weapon out and then you jump from a height while running, you practically twist your ankle when you land. It's hilarious.
Okay then.
It's like, ooh, whoa, that did not turn into a sports third injury, or third joint injury. Speak about the great Gloam Growery.
Oh, such a magnificent tree. Clearly, it's been tended to with the greatest of care. You feel the love that those who work here have for nature. Gentle tranquility permeates the very air around us. It's quite the departure from the bustling crowds that are the norm at most places I visit. Why, just the other day at the Gold the Gold Source, in a mine of sorts. Yes, I am so inspired I feel as if I have struck gold. Ho ho ho!
You're a horrible liar.
Yes. But what treasures still await us? Onward we go.
Oops, wrong way. And off to Nafika's altar.
Mm-hmm.
You're still there, right? Oh, okay.
I sprinted.
So you did.
It's over now. Ho ho! As all good things do, it would seem our little journey together has come to an end. And I can just feel the fire of inspiration coursing through me. Many thanks for the kindling, my friend. Now that all remains is to bring my ideas to life in the form of gifts for the children. Yes, I must be off to my workshop. That said, I very much enjoyed our little starlight stroll together. I do hope you feel the same.
Must we part so soon?
Oh, well, if you insist, perhaps I could linger just a bit longer. Say, did you know that skilled hearers can attune their ears to the voices of the elementals? Yes. Got me thinking, do you suppose that on certain special occasions we could hear them as well? I dare say that if there's any time we might, it would be during the starlight season. Shall we try it then? Close your eyes and open your ears. Come now, it'll be fun.
If you say so.
You close your eyes and listen closely to the sounds of nature around you. Slowly but surely, the bustling noises of the city fade, and you can feel your mind clearing. Ah! Ah! Sure! Ah. Did you hear anything? If there's anyone the elemental should speak to, undoubtedly it is you. Yes, it's only a matter of time now. I'm certain of it. Whatever you do, don't open your eyes. Yes, just like that. Don't move, and no peeking. A warm hand caresses your cheek.
No, no, I am not going to open my eyes.
You keep your eyes tightly shut and focus on the voices of the elementals. Vision, waste not, great, fiend, grandeur. You hear mumbling whispers, but cannot discern precisely what is being said. Will you open your eyes?
No, no, I don't want to see.
It would appear laymen like us cannot hear the elementals after all. Still, our moment of quiet meditation has brought me clarity of mind. I know exactly how I will get started on this year's presents. Joining you for a brisk stroll through the snow-veiled forest has truly invigorated me. My head is finally clear enough for me to start working on gifts for the children. Oh, don't tell me you're curious about what I'll be making for them, yes? Walking about town with you, I was struck by the calmness I felt looking at the streetscapes veiled in white, and the warmth that welled up in my heart as seeing the smiling faces of the townspeople. That's when it hit me. I could craft snow globes. Yes, little spheres of glass depicting the starlight season here in Gridania. Children would enjoy that, don't you think? And with that, I had best be off. Do send Amarkaranji my regards. Ho ho ho! The saint is here! Ho ho ho! Happy Starlight to one and all. I hope you boys and girls are looking forward to the presents this year. That adventure over there inspired me with a wonderful new idea. I think you're all in for quite the surprise. Score!
And back to Amgranji.
Thank goodness, I was destroying my voice.
Sorry. Yeah, the Saint of Nymea is not an easy voice to do.
No. It wasn't so bad the other night. I think it's some I'm still suffering from talking too much earlier today.
That does happen.
Meow.
The piggy.
Yes.
You do know who that is, right?
Yes.
Of course, the buns don't,
Or
so.
not.
But we do know this person.
Yes.
Come forth, you curious beast.
No, 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 you're not getting your hands on Rudy.
Aren't you too cold? Oh dear.
Oh, how beautiful. Oh, yeah.
And of course, we've got these two over here. Can we still be friends, can't we?
I suppose so.
Oh dear, are you two breaking up? The saint was beaming from ear to ear on his way out. You must have had quite the time together. But where's my head? He left with he left this as a special starlight gift for you. Well, I do hope you enjoyed the festivities, and if you're so inclined, do check back with the saint before the season's over. I'm sure he'll be overjoyed to see you again. Oh look, more prisms.
Always more prisms.
I'm twinkling!
Yes.
And now we need to make our way all the way to Thanaland.
Or no, yeah, that's right.
Do we want,
I am
like,
thinking a couple ports ahead.
I'm thinking we might want to, cut through the gold saucer.
Right.
It'll cut several zones out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But yay! We actually made it through the Christmas holiday stuff.
Yes.
Stuff. And back on to MSQ.
Mm-hmm. Though by the time we get there, it might be time to sign off.
Maybe, but we'll see.
Yeah. But still, it's the triumphant The triumphant return of the buns. I just got mail.
Ooh.
You know what this is?
Yes, I do. We'll swing by the mailbox in Ul'dah.
Sounds good.
Seek passage
Gold
to the
saucer.
gold saucer. Dun dun dun. And not the gold source.
No. No gold source. That'd be Urim Vale.
And we will ignore Leap of Faith.
And turn right back around.
Seek passage to Ul'dah. Woohoo! Free port to Ul'dah! Wait.
Mhm.
Ah.
That subsidized airship service.
The fact that you can effectively go to Gold Saucer for free from anywhere that has airship service, and then immediately turn around and go to Ul'dah for free from the Gold Saucer.
Ruby Road?
Ruby Road. Not to be confused with Ruby Rod. Ain't that right, Rudy? And here's the Moogle mail.
Ah, yes.
And a naked Rogadin, who is very confused.
He's not naked, he's French. Okay.
You got your letter?
Yes.
I'm sorry, all these people running around in swimsuits, it's like, it's the middle of winter!
What?
Do you not have frostbite?
No? I've got my black magic to keep me warm.
Well, it is kind of explosive, isn't it?
Explosion!
The mic did not know how to handle that.
Oh, that's its problem. Is afraid of my mighty magic. Okay.
So, let's see what you got. Yep.
You go onto the favorites list. And actually...
Yay! It's your very own Chocobo mount. Zoom! You know where we're going, right?
Maybe? Do
By
I
the
have
way,
to?
this can fly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we went ahead to Vesper Bay.
Let's see here. Yep. Go, little chocobo, go!
Well, fortunately, he only has to get it moving. The actual weight is 0 buoyancy.
Mm-hmm. Still a lot of mass to get moving.
Yes, it is. At least he's not hauling cargo. People actually weigh less than cargo. In a general rule of thumb. Okay, Tataru, you obviously have stuff for us? A message from the Twin Adder came to the A messenger from the Twin Adder came to the Waking Sands while you were in Mordona. I wasn't privy to his conversation with the antecedent, but I did see at the look on her face as he took his leave. Something is definitely amiss. It could be that the Ixal have summoned Gruda again? Or mayhaps Imperial forces have been sighted within the Shroud? Well, whatever it may be, I'm absolutely certain it's nothing you can't handle. Now go and ask the antecedent if there's anything you can do. I guess we're off to talk to Minfilia. And I'm heading straight to the solar.
Okay. Manphilia?
I knew this day would come, yet I prayed it would not come so soon. We have reason to believe that another primal, or an entity resembling one, has been summoned to Ingridania.
Thine arrival is customarily timely, Ladonia and Rena. The etheric waves leave little room for doubt. Thy talents will be needed ere long. If there be truth in my suspicions, 'tis a familiar foe we face, though one quite unlike the Lady of the Vortex.
We dare not draw conclusions without evidence, but as Urianger says, the readings bear a strong resemblance to ones observed more than 5 years ago. I had hoped the move would guard beyond such follies. Suffice to say, this disturbance warrants a full investigation.
Thy presence hath been requested by Commander Herlaw. He awaiteth thee at the Adder's Nest.
Pray hasten to Gridania, Rena, Ladonia. Yida and Papalimo will rendezvous with you there. May you walk in the light of the crystals. We cannot ignore the etheric disturbance, Rena, Ladonia. Journey to Gridania and speak with Commander Herlo of the Twin Adder. Yida and Papalemo will rendezvous with you anon.
There may be quite a bit of a nodding going on.
Mm-hmm. So, do we rest in Old Da or do we rest in Gridania?
Let's try for Gridania.
Okie dokie.
If I can make it that far.
You can do it. You're driving.
Meow.
I think you were channeling Rylea there.
Always.
So in any case, for those who were able to join us earlier today, we actually did a little more MSQ on Rylea and Theron. And we're hoping to do so tomorrow. You're always welcome to join us.
I suppose Central Thanalan is where we want to cut through.
Yeah, go ahead and go through Central. And then we want to go to Eastern from there. I believe. Yeah, it'd be Eastern. Yeah, they had this little dodge there that's kind of weird. Trying to make it work in terrain that was never designed for it.
Okay, yeah, that goes that way.
I mean, there's a route either way. It's just, I think, it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. But yeah, it's going to take forever for Rylea and Theron to get through MSQ, but we're enjoying our story time.
Mm-hmm.
Of which, just as a reminder, at some point I'm going to need to go to the supermarket and get more Kleenex. My box ran out.
Uh-oh. Bad timing on that.
Yeah. We knew it was coming, but yeah, I might need to order a whole truckload. There's going to be a lot of bitter pills because it's always darkest before the dawn.
Mm-hmm.
And we are knee-deep into midnight. So we'll be streaming more of that on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, which is our usual schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll also stream during the day. If we somehow collide with Baron streams, feel free to watch Baron streams. You can always come back and watch ours later, if you care to. Or you can just hang out. Hanging out is good. This is a hangout space. A hangout space while we continue to be goofy.
I thought it was a flying space.
A little.
Better not be a no-fly zone because I'm in a lot of trouble.
Poor Lucy's trying her best.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that right, Lucy? And off to the front gate.
Working on it.
You're doing fine. Lucy's doing fine. Yeah, the main problem I'm having with all our stream schedule and our play schedules, I want to play more, I want to get further in the story. It's like, no, I have to go to bed. No. To say that I'm chomping at the bit is to put it mildly.
Yeah.
Come on, Rudy. Time to have some of Mother Mione Schnoll's balls.
Yep.
There we go. Oh, she even set out drinks for us. Awesome.
Mhm.
And it is exactly 11 o'clock on the dot. Nicely done.
Oh, yeah. Very good. And next week, the Buns can see about this new primal threat.
Oh, yes. And they will be a bugger.
Spoilers.
They is a neutral single. Why? What'd you think I meant?
Not it. Spoiler.
Oh no, Rudy dropped his present. Better pick that up. Good boy. In any case, we will be back next week at 9:30 Pacific to continue our adventures of the Bun Buns. Now that the cues are in a state that it will let us do that over dinner. Or something akin to that. And tomorrow we will be back on Theverin and Rylea to continue our questing in the middle of Ilsabard. You guys...
Bring warm clothes.
Yes. Theron is very happy for that jacket Tataru made for him.
Yes.
He is very appreciative. In any case, you all have a great evening. Sleep well, be safe, and we hope to see you hanging out tomorrow night.
Yeah. Everyone have a great night, a good Monday after Christmas, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Good night.
Night all.